Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Chelsea J Experience. And you are tuning into Ask Chelsea J. Let me go ahead and pull up today's question. And while I'm doing that, if you haven't subscribed yet or left a comment or liked anything, please make sure to do that. I would really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, the question that I have today is from Tyler. And his question is all about signs you should not accept a job offer. He says, "Hi, Chelsea. You talk a lot about red flags in interviews, but how about red flags when you get the job offer? What are the signs that you should not accept a job offer?" Well, this is great because simply put, I always say pay attention. Pay attention to every little detail as you are going throughout the hiring process. Number one, and this is, I know, an obvious one, and I have another video on red flags in interviews, but if you notice red flags in interviews, do not try to convince yourself that you made it up or you were being too sensitive or maybe you're overthinking it. No, trust your gut. If there were red flags in the interview, whether it's how they spoke to you, how they spoke to each other, if they seem unorganized during the interview, those are some red flags to consider. You don't have to talk yourself out of anything or out of your feelings, right? So if you notice those red flags in the interview, that is a sign that you should not accept the job offer. Here's another sign for you. If you were promised one thing verbally during the interview or over the phone when it came to the offer, but then when you got the written offer, if there's a different salary that was agreed upon, or there is different benefits that weren't disclosed or they're being left off, that's a sign that you should not accept the job offer. You want to build a trusting relationship with your employer right away. And if they are unable to do that, because remember, this is the stage where they should be trying to impress you and get you excited to work there and really be on their P's and Q's. But if they can't do that during the hiring process and the offer process, they're not going to be able to do that when you are there. Here's another sign that you shouldn't accept the job offer. If you are in desperation mode, if you are just like, I need a job right now, I just need to make some money, and you are overlooking red flags, you haven't really researched the company, you haven't even really paid attention to the job and whether or not it's something that you'd like to do, that's a red flag that you should not accept the offer. And finally, if you don't find yourself enthused about the job offer when you get it, normally when you get job offers, you're like, yes, okay, I'm excited. I want to work here. This is what I wanted. But if you find yourself in a mental state of being like, oh, okay, I got the job offer. I guess I'll go ahead and take it. That lack of enthusiasm is a sign that you do not need to accept the job. So that's a no go. And you know what? I'm going to throw in another one that's kind of along the same lines of, not really being excited about the job offer. If they cannot meet your requirements, the things that you need in a job and that you require in order to thrive, so if you value flexibility and they're not offering flexible work schedules or a remote option or being able to flex your time, don't settle on it. If one of your requirements was being closer to home and they have you traveling an hour away, don't settle. Or if you're not a big traveler and that position wants you to travel, do not settle. There is no amount of money or no company that is worth you settling for a job that you're not going to be happy with long term and that doesn't meet your needs. So that's my advice. Those are a few signs that you shouldn't accept the job offer. Ultimately, you need to trust yourself, trust your gut. You know what's best for you. And you just need to start trusting yourself and remembering that at the end of the day, you know what's best for you. So I hope that helped. Of course, if you have any questions that you'd like me to answer, make sure to leave them in a comment section below. And I'd love to hear your experience. If you have encountered red flags during the hiring process where you realize, hey, I shouldn't accept this job offer, Please share your story below so that you can help others, and I'd love to hear it too. All right, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you next time.